This is the last time we're restarting. And we're starting now. Okay? Y'all ready? Are you ready to do this? Get it together.
Check.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Just put them down. Michael, put your hands down. Welcome to the Soundcheck Podcast. You got your boys, the irrelevant Trey Sexton-Nider, and the one true only Michael Ringett. And we have a couple special guests today who the irrelevant Trey would like to introduce.
Yeah, so today we have the beautiful Young Estates boys. We got Austin. He's smiling. I don't think anyone can see or hear him. Go ahead and say hey, Austin.
Yo, what's up?
And we got Shawn.
What?
Okay, so...
All right, Shawn, good job, buddy. All right, so we totally forgot to actually say that who y'all were and like what. I mean, we know your names, but what y'all actually do. These guys are from the Young Esat-ez. Young Esat-ez, it's Young Estates. So yeah.
Damn.
What you guys want to talk about? Okay, good job.
There's gonna be a lot of fucking silence before we.
You know what, Trey? You got this.
Oh, we're just gonna go right into it, I guess. So I want to go ahead and start off. What? Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off talking about where y'all started. So you two met each other. Y'all were first in Sunburn, correct?
No.
Okay.
It goes back a lot longer than that.
Okay, so how did y'all meet?
Want me to tell it? Yeah, go for it, bro.
Was it love at first sight? That's what.
Yeah, we were super on to each other.
Flashback to 2012, senior year of high school for both of us. I'm sitting there in my bed, just chilling on Facebook, and I'm about to fall asleep when this weird bastard called Austin just messages me, "Hey, bro, I heard you play drums."
Is that how you read the message?
Yeah, because his fucking profile picture was like the dorkiest, goofiest fucking smile with his old afro he used to have back in the day.
Gigantic, ugly afro.
It was amazing. But I was like, "Yeah, man, I do. What's up?" He was like, "Oh, what kind of stuff do you play?" And this is like 2012, so you know all that Asking Alexandria, We Came as Romans metalcore was
the
around.
Best time in music ever.
I can agree with that.
Love being a scene boy.
Fuck yeah, man. Basically scene metalcore, if you want to call it that. And I just listed all those fucking bands, because that's what I fucking played. And he was like, and then out of nowhere, he was just, "Oh, cool, want to be in a band?" I guess. Yeah, sure, let's do it. It's like,
that sounds like every one of those conversations ever. That's just like, how do I do this?
I don't know him at all, so this is
then
really great.
And I'm living with my cousin and his parents at the time, and so I'm at my aunt's place, and he comes and picks me up a few days later in this fucking obnoxiously loud Mustang.
Just a total crap box.
Just comes in like, "Hey, Aunt Melissa, my friend's coming to pick me up. We're gonna go play some music." "Oh, okay." Is that him? I guess so.
I slid it into his driveway.
"Hey, man, nice to meet you." "Hey, nice to meet you." "All right, let's fucking go."
So you immediately were like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, he was like, "This dude's an idiot."
I basically just have Stockholm syndrome at this point. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Well, I guess it worked out. You guys are still kicking.
Yeah, I mean, we went up.
Not really, because the world still wanted to.
We hate each other, but we simultaneously love each other.
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds a lot like Trey.
It's like a.
Yeah, well, we don't care about you guys, though.
Yeah, fuck.
You know, we're more relevant than you guys, and we're gonna let y'all say whatever y'all want, but everybody knows. You guys are.
I mean, it's easy to be relevant when you play nostalgic throwback 05 post-hardcore, but whatever.
Whoa. Was that a shot?
That I fucking love.
Was that an attack? Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's gonna haunt me for a while now.
If it's anything, I fucking love it. So whatever.
It doesn't matter. I quit.
Okay. Can we get back to the synopsis here?
Yeah. So
that's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were in a terrible cover band that played nothing but like Asking Alexandria and Of Mice and Men.
That doesn't sound terrible.
We did do Chelsea Grin and Motionless and White at one point.
Yeah. And that was whenever I was not confident at guitar whatsoever, even though I was a better guitarist than I am now, which makes no sense.
Same on drums.
And so I was screaming into a microphone for the majority of that, and then blew my voice out like 5 billion
He
times.
fucking gave himself vocal nodes like right before a show because it was his
and then
goddamn birthday.
Continued to scream anyway, so and I lost my voice for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't talk at all.
Hey, we gotta practice. We gotta practice.
Yeah, it was sick.
What happened? Did you just did it just go away, or did you have to?
I didn't have the right technique.
No, but did you have to have surgery to fix it? Or
No, it wasn't like as severe as it seemed. It was just like
nodules on your folds.
yeah, it's basically like having a big scab on your fucking vocal folds. It was gnarly.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and then after that, my voice actually changed quite a bit, which was wild.
Yeah, it's been different ever since.
So now I sound like someone from California mixed with someone from down here.
The amount of yeehaw that creeps in now is insane.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay, so if y'all didn't start in Sunburn, well, y'all started with X cover band, and then did that eventually progress into Sunburn?
Yeah, through like 5 different bands up to that point.
Basically, that band was called This Glass House. It lasted for like just shy of a year, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to write original music, and the guitarist we had at the time, shout out Cody, rest in peace. Not rest in peace, but rest in peace friendship, I suppose.
Oh, that's a bad shot.
That's
harsh, man.
We're not friends anymore, so it is what it is.
Okay.
But he doesn't even have Facebook. It's not like you gotta see it. So he was like Shred Dog. Like he was the one that was singing and playing guitar for that band, and we were like, hell yeah, let's write some original music. And Shawn, I think like that was during the part where we were all just like not getting along very well.
Oh, we were all in such fucked up dark places. And
So we wrote like this extremely bad like Motionless in White stuff, and that was the start of us actually writing music as a band. And it was still the same members, but it was just like really bad terms for all of us because we're all turning into adults, I suppose, and we didn't know how to handle each other
or cope with our various mental issues, you know.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, everybody kind of comes into their own way of thinking.
Yeah, so we were all
It's
like,
hard to-
"The hell with you, bro!" But you know,
Yeah, but then
that's how I am now.
But then we
so.
decided to be geniuses even more, and like, hey, let's just do another band now.
But yeah, so that segued into that band was called Inner Odessa after that, and then that split up. I wanted to bring it back. We got Phil Deer on vocals, and then that kind of just hit the fan. So I just restarted all together, and that band led into what was Sunburn.
By the way, I wasn't here for the reformation of Enter Odessa or Grown.
Yeah, we had a different drummer named Julian.
Yeah, he hadn't Facebook messaged you yet.
Yeah, no.
Actually,
Hey, bro,
that's
still
how we
playing
met
drums?
up again.
Right.
Actually,
Sad Fest is how we met.
Sat Fest, and I had moved to Baton Rouge for a while, and then we met up at the first Sat Fest in Lafayette.
I kicked the cord.
And he was, God damn it, Trey.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we met back up at like the first Sat Fest that my friend Caleb had thrown. And what did you say about
Bro,
me?
you just don't look the same.
You
Like
don't
you
look
look down.
It was like you look like you're actually about to kill yourself this time. So
It was bad.
fast forward like a year later, he's talking about doing another band, and I come and visit for a few days, and we meet back up.
And I was like, dude, I got the name for it. I have like 30,000 demos ready to go.
I'm gonna send them to you. Okay, yeah. Oh, you like them? Cool. You want to come fucking move in with me? Okay, cool.
Got him a job, moved him into my apartment,
That's dedication.
and then we started practicing and diddly fucking around on some songs. Recorded one with Justin Martindale. We did not like the way it came out because none of us knew what we wanted to do.
Yeah, I think
And Phil was like a better aggressive vocalist than he was a singer at the time. I don't know
Yeah.
how he is now.
even back then he was like, yeah, I think because like at the end of that song there was the breakdown. He was screaming.
That was the best part of the entire
were
song.
just like-
was just the heavy stuff.
And
so
even
I was like,
he was the first one to say it. He was like, you know what? I feel much more confident in screaming and I'm better at it. Let's go heavy. And I was like, fuck yeah, I can buy a double pedal now.
and then that's whenever Sunburn started. Jonathan Doley's actually hit us up, the producer that we work with, and was like, yo, y'all want to record? And we went and did Bleed for Blessing, and we were like, okay, this is ridiculously obnoxious. And there's like 5,000 riffs in that song.
They
It's
never repeat either.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
2 years ago, so.
Oh, so I wasn't that far back.
Yeah, we broke up, I guess about
2018, maybe.
we broke up about a year. I guess about like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
and then
it was my first. It was about 2 years ago. It was 2 Christmases ago.
we played our last show at Center Stage,
That was
and it was a mess.
it was a mess for me personally, but it was
Phil announced that he was quitting like after that show. And
yeah.
then I was like, I'm not gonna stop playing music. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I had studio time booked with Jonathan to record 2 more Sunburnt songs, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna waste my money recording Sunburnt stuff if we don't have a vocalist. And my little brother Mason, who's a vocalist for Young Estates,
Did not know you guys were brothers.
yeah,
Oh.
he plays bass and he plays his acoustic guitar. He plays guitar. He plays a little bit of everything.
He was
now.
just talented.
Yeah, love him to death. But
I mean, Lord.
I decided, I was like, well, I had this idea for Young Estates like probably knocking on 4 years ago now.
I remember the original Facebook page for it.
Yeah, and so I had like the whole idea in mind even before we did Sunburnt, and I had recorded demo after demo after demo after demo for this stuff, and it was just like super emo stuff because that's what I like to play. And I wasn't really super into playing heavy stuff. But I'll just write whatever, you know. You ask me to write this, I'm fucking do it, you know.
Yeah.
But writing for Young Estates was a little more natural.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's super natural. I could just sit here all day and write riffs for like super
yeah.
sad stuff because I like ambient stuff.
And so, like,
Absolutely.
so during
Let's do it.
Sunburnt, you were writing Young Estates material.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of back and forth. Like, I tried to use some of like the Young States like ideas in Sunburnt, but it never really transitioned over. You can still hear, like, if you listen to Sunburnt stuff, you can hear like the influence.
There's certain patterns that he plays in the Sunburn EP that show up in Young Estates songs.
Because I mean, it's still me at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it's like
So
it's like a everything.
I took everything I liked about Sunburnt, like all the ambient parts, and like ran with that and turned it into what is Young Estates now.
which whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what
We'll just
genre
stick to,
we
we'll
are.
just stick to emo.
But yeah, so me and Mason went to the studio for those 2 days. I want to say that was around December of 2017.
It was while I was on my first
Yeah,
vacation. to
December
Arizona.
2017, and we recorded "Remember You" and "Oasis." And if you're not familiar with Oasis, because it's not out, it's the second song in our set when we play live.
Yeah.
And the only thing I like really remember from recording "Remember You," because it was it was like the most natural we've ever been in the studio. Things were super relaxed, and like things are sort of like ideas are flowing nonstop.
I wasn't there for Remember You, but
He didn't get to come with us because I just wanted to do something with just me and Mason for a little while, and like I didn't know how he was gonna feel about like transitioning into a softer band.
Yeah,
But I had him in mind when I was writing all the drum parts and everything. Because I play drums too, but not nearly as good as Shawn. But
y'all may have softer music, but you still well on the drums.
Oh yeah, he's an absolute
Yeah, don't
animal.
be fooled.
Man, y'all gonna make me
That's soft
cry.
about it.
I'm blushing over here.
Aaron
Goddamn.
Gillespie
I'm not
Jr.
gonna lie
over
to you,
here.
I enjoy watching you play.
And
Thank
also,
you.
I want to say
Nobody's
this
ever
too.
told me
It's
that I enjoy
ridiculous.
watching
If you
you
listen to their song, well, y'all have one song which is "Remember You" on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to, probably in the future when they release their album, anything you listen to on Spotify is nothing compared to their show live. Like, it is so as chill and like relaxed as it sounds on the CD. Live, it is so aggressive and so powerful. Like, I mean, the way y'all play live is such a different experience than just listening to the CD.
And that's part of what I like about playing live too. Is like we don't go out there and try to play as perfect as we sound on the EP or the record, whatever you want to call it.
I think our main focus is like
for like to have the energy come across.
because I mean it doesn't matter how good your songs are if you don't give somebody a reason to remember you. They're not gonna care about you if you can go out there and play every song that you have perfectly. But if you are completely lifeless up there, nobody's going to want to come back and see you. They want an experience. They want to feel something from you, and you do that by giving a performance. You know? So,
It's entertainment, man.
Yeah.
It's not just music. Like, it doesn't stop at like how good the music is. You got to entertain.
Yeah, you got to go out there and scare people.
But that goes into a different subject where like it doesn't. it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter how good your songs are. If your live show is completely lifeless and crap, nobody's going to care. But vice versa, if your live show is lit but your songs suck, you know.
Yeah.
But I think we just play we just write whatever comes in our heads and whatever feels natural, and then we just fucking annihilate it in a live setting. So I think we don't write fully what we could. We kind of just keep it open to because I improv a lot live on the drums. So
yeah, and whenever like versus like what I'm playing on like the EP, there's like 5 or 6 guitar tracks. So
yeah,
it might depend on the show what I'm playing. Like as far as the lead guitar goes, our rhythm guitarist is super locked in. He's like a damn robot.
I love
and
him.
He's super nervous all the time, which I understand because he's new to this whole thing. Like
he
playing
is
live.
opening up more. Shout out to
his
Cody
first
Phillips.
band?
So.
This is his first band he's ever been in. Cody, our other guitarist.
Yeah, shout out to Cody.
I've been
Cody.
friends with him since high school, and then recently we like reconnected because he works where I work, and we just put that together because we needed a rhythm guitarist really bad, so I could actually play what I like to play.
Yeah, because our sound wasn't really.
It wasn't
Full.
as full as it is now,
Yeah.
but let's go back to what I was talking about at the studio because we like to ramble and ramble and ramble.
Tangents all over the place.
But yeah, me and Mason are sitting there behind, the recording desk at Concrete Studios, the one in New Orleans.
Shout out to Concrete.
Yeah, shout out.
The boys do work.
But we're sitting there with dollies. Me and Mason are sitting in like 2 chairs behind them, and I'm just sitting there and I'm looking at the screen, watching my guitar tracks go by, and we're listening to the song for the first time, like just like roughly mixed, and I'm just sitting there.
But how blown away were you? Honestly?
Exactly, that's what I'm getting to. Me and Mason are sitting there, and we're listening to it. We're like, damn! Like you can just see it in your like each other.
Yeah.
Like we looked at each other and we're just like, yup, this is it. We finally hit the mark. You know what I mean? Like I finally felt good about what I was writing, and I didn't ever feel that in Sunburn because I was just like super anxious all the time. I was in a bad headspace, and now I don't even have to think, and I could just play whatever.
Tracking Sunburn for you was so bad.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't even write riffs half the time.
After he invited me to be in Young Estates, as if I wouldn't fucking be in that. When I went to the studio with him to record the rest of everything, he definitely had a much better time recording.
I recorded like all the songs in 2 days.
Oh my god! I think I spent more time writing drum parts with Dolly's than he did tracking, which was the
I
complete
tracked the bass
opposite.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
All of
But
it in 30 minutes. Like I pretty much played through the entire song one take.
Yeah.
And was done with them.
Yeah, the opposite. Like in Sunburn, I spent more. He spent more time tracking his guitar than I did writing drum parts. It was the total opposite this time around for Young Estates, and so.
Yeah, I could come up with riffs right on the spot. Like, this is the same key. Done.
Yeah, and it just, it was just being an empath and having to like sit with this dude's anxiety. It was such a better experience this time around. It was just amazing.
Shout out Arizona Tea, bro.
Oh my god, we need a fucking sponsor for that as much as y'all drank. Jesus Christ.
I think I drank 30 of the green teas.
We completely filled up his windowsill with fucking Arizona can.
Yeah, I didn't want to drink any caffeine while I was there.
Oh, that would have made
because
it worse.
that made it so bad the first go round.
But yeah, Young Estates was a lot more
It's a lot more
natural
feeling.
for all of us. Even for me, being like like more of a metal hardcore drummer, it was much more natural for me too. So.
Well, not to obviously we always talk about our band, but
Oh, here he goes.
John Ramirez went through the same thing. Like he went from sadistic way back in the day, sadistic hospitality, which was like a metal straight up, old school metalhead type band, to us in the past, which was like I don't know what we really were in the past, but then to now. So I can see where you're coming from.
No.
There's a huge like mind opening experience of.
And that's actually
used to versus to what
yeah.
relates to what you're trying to create.
And that's one reason I was actually really excited for him to bring me in, because this guy's like my best friend, and I don't want to play music with anyone else. I've never played music with anyone else, actually. I never want to, but god damn it, what the fuck?
It's okay. Don't pay attention.
Oh,
Just let it happen.
But
He was wearing something provocative.
fuck me.
His shorts right up a little
Oh
bit.
shit. You're about as thick as me, so I can see why you go for it. But I was so excited to join it because like I need to expand my horizons and expand my playing, because I've been so locked into like metal and recently hardcore and just heavy music in general, that I was like, I feel like I'm just a one-track drummer who just is crazy, stupid, fast on his feet, and that's it. So that's why I loved being brought into Young Estates and writing that stuff, because I had to challenge myself to like not be too crazy and just, what can I pull off with one foot in my hands? That was the biggest challenge for me, and it was an amazing experience.
Hold back a little bit.
Yeah. Which is if you ever get to like, whenever the EP comes out, you'll hear like a lot of space when it comes to the drums, to kind of let everything else breathe instead of just punching everything in the face, which is what Sunburnt was. So I'm really proud of just keeping that space open and let a lot of parts shine through.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Austin's proud of you too.
He better be.
He thinks you did a good job.
I'd cry if he wasn't.
Let's cry, baby.
Cry with me, Dad.
Absolutely. So let's kind of so we talked a lot about Sunburn, and we're moving into the Young Estates era, which is what we're in now. Kind of tell us a little bit about like what to expect, like when you're listening to the new Young Estates album coming out. Like what do we have to expect when listening to it? Like the genre, and like, is there any lyrical content that sticks out, or musically, like what is it? What's it about?
One of my favorite lyrics is in a song that we will probably release soon, is one of our songs called Pathetic. And Mason, the song is about apathy, like not feeling, like not giving a shit at all.
Yeah.
And Mason like nails lyrics. I love the way he writes. It's probably a little bit biased considering he's my brother, but like we've been playing, like me, Shawn, and Mason have been playing music together since forever.
Oh.
And but the line in the song is, if the car crashes and you don't come back, it wouldn't mean much to me. That's the chorus of the song, and it's basically like the most rude thing ever, and Mason has like the softest little voice. And he's singing that, so you don't even think about it when you're listening to it. And you go back to the lyrics, you're like, wait, what did he say?
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember
like,
reading them.
That's how a lot of our songs are. Like, the way he like writes his lyrics, like he'll write like cliches in there just to see if like people pick it out.
There's such sincerity in that though. When, I mean, like, okay, so you may sing a lyric like that thinking, yeah, I'm not really like that bad of a person, but your mind crosses things like that every now and again, and to put that on pen to paper and to put that into a song, like, that's sincere.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you feel, and that's something that, like, honestly, listening to y'all stuff, I admire, because it's like, there's a fine line of how to convey a message without being a little too over the top on stuff like that.
Yeah.
But y'all tend to do a very good job at, like, y'all stuff is very gloomy.
Yeah,
sad.
That's another thing.
It's real.
I
It's
think
sincere.
I think that's the thing with us. It's like we don't overthink when we write.
No.
When we play, it's just. I think we're such anxious, closed up people with what we feel, that's our best outlet we have, and everything. All the walls come down when we're playing or writing, and it just translates. It's like just like a direct line to what we feel. So you're basically just getting exactly what we feel, whether it's the lyrics and the vocal melody or the guitar parts or the drum parts or the bass. That every single thing is telling a story, and that's what we feel. And it just creates that sincerity and gloomy because we're fucking sad. So,
and I'd like to think that our music is like parallel to like hip hop and rap standards now, because like we have like these ginormous rhythms, which rap has big, huge 808 bull crap going on in the background. I love rap, I don't care, but like
hip hop, that's shit.
Yeah. Like, and then there's like soft vocals, like as far as like the melody goes, and then there'll be like some like robust kind of stuff going on. Well, that's kind of how Young Estates is, like just big old rhythms, and then just like chill vocals over the top.
Honestly, I think with like Young Estates, you can pull a lot of genres into it. If you really like listen in, you can hear a lot of influences from hip hop, pop, emo, metal, anything. It's like
I'm curious, what I mean, I'm sure people have been like, hey, y'all remind me of insert specific band.
Ooh, the thing is that's what we've talked about this a lot, and I think I've talked about this with Trey before. It's like what we love about our band is that it's people have talked to us, they come up to us like, you guys sound familiar, like I've heard this sound before, but I don't know who you guys sound like, and that's just a consistent thing. So that basically just leads us
That's a compliment.
Yeah, because that means that we've created something nostalgic that you can be familiar and comfortable with and yet it's completely original. Yeah, I think that's true originality right there. Is like you can evoke all these feelings from past sounds and still be completely your own. And I'm proud of shit of that.
I've gotten told a few times when we're playing live, they're like, reminds me of like early Under Oath. Like they're only chasing safety Under Oath.
See, I don't see that at all.
Somebody said
that's what they've said before.
Yeah. Somebody said Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
My dad actually said Seosin at one point.
And then the other day I had
like,
a guy come up to me at work. He was like, "Hey, I finally listened to your band." I was like, "Well, that's cool. Thanks."
Yeah.
But he was like, "But y'all remind me of Breaking Benjamin," and I was like,
Yeah,
No,
we've talked about that before. It's
Yeah.
like, that's just people that just don't.
They don't know what to what to put us in.
And to me, like I remember telling
you're a rock band, Breaking Benjamin. I just tell people we sound like Foo Fighters, which is my favorite joke. Every single time I'm like, Foo Fighters, baby.
for me, y'all are very, very early emo. Like before Taking Back Sunday, Panic at the Disco. To
Like
me,
Thursday?
it reminds me so. Huh?
Like Thursday.
Good reference.
I don't know Thursday. To me, it's more Sunny Day Real Estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the vibes I get when listening to y'all.
If I was to put y'all on a bill with one band right now, or a couple bands, I'd put y'all with like Citizen and Wonder Years.
Yeah,
Those are like
absolutely.
some of my favorite bands.
I would
so that
love
makes-
to play with one of
Yeah,
those.
very
Good
like
lord.
Movements also type
Movements is
sound.
another one of my favorite bands.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Movements has a little more of a pop punk kind of.
Oh
Yeah, they
absolutely.
have
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
like
I feel like Shawn, the way his drum style is and his playing, he brings that pop punk sound that follows so beautifully along Austin's
You'll accept
guitar style. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been compared to pop punk. I like that.
cool that
But
I do the space.
You do the space.
Back to Pathetic. Do y'all? What's y'all's plans with Pathetic?
We hope to release that
right now,
soon. Real
In-
soon.
in the sometime soon future.
Yeah,
Maybe
would you guys
5
mind
years.
if we played a little clip of Pathetic?
go for it, dudes.
Fuck yeah,
Let's
man.
do it, boys.
Woo.
This is your boys, Young Estates, Young Estates, with their new song "Pathetic" to be released hopefully soon.
Don't care to see myself. Here's all broken anyway. Put the ball on the shelf. No use in sleeping in today. If the crowd crashes and you don't come back, it wouldn't mean
yeah. So that was a clip from Young Estate's new song "Pathetic" that they will be releasing soon.
Don't look at me like that. Just talk. That was a clip from Young Estates on their new song "Pathetic," in which they will be releasing soon. There may be, not making any promises, but there may be a chance that it'll be very soon. And that's exactly what their song actually sounds like. After that clip, it just does that.
Don't believe it's just
Yeah.
it's just we just went up to the mic and plugged in and just farted everywhere.
It was
That's-
sick.
We ate Taco Bell before we recorded.
That's actually what we plan on doing for our next.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to hear it, man.
And that's what we're going to name our next.
It's gonna be like that.
Sick. All right.
Mm,
Glad to be here with you guys.
yeah, this is fun, man.
Us too, man. We're so glad you're here. Come on, do it. Just fucking do it.
Fucking make out.
Yeah. A little bit of man love.
Mm.
Super.
Do it so I can finally file divorce papers. God damn.
Oh my goodness, that was so dark.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and transition a little bit to talk about the Lake Charles scene and what it's doing and where it's going. So y'all have been playing as Young Estates for about how long now?
About a year.
Mm-hmm.
About a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike is going to now bring up some valid points about our scene and what we can do to grow it.
How about you guys talk about what y'all think. I feel like we've already talked about it.
Oh shit.
What do you,
Okay, well, look, let's
Alright,
let's
here.
talk about this. So,
Okay, so we both had an idea at the same time. So
hey, how about Mike shuts up while I talk? I want to talk about this. Me and you, Austin, were talking about before we started that you actually played with Nothing More at Center Stage.
Yes, I think it was in 2013. I was playing with a different band. I won't even name them. They're perfect. And it wasn't the best time of my life during that band, but it was a lot of fun to, like get out on the road and play with bands that, and it kind of like shaped it for us. Like I knew at that moment, like this is what I want to do for a long time. And I always talked about giving up when I was 21, and then 21 passed, and then I talked about giving up playing music when I was 25, and I'm 26 now, and I'm still playing, and like playing with them, which was awesome as hell because, who would have thought they would play like a cap venue for like 200 people, you know what I mean? Like, and I can't help but like want to thank Mr. Darren for, getting us on for that, you know what I mean? Like bringing them through there. And this is nuts. Now they're playing, to sold out arenas and stuff.
Yeah. And that's what's so important about going out to local shows. Not just to support your friends, but to find the next
big thing, man.
Exactly. Like so many local bands, or so many big bands nowadays, like people like A Day to Remember, Knock Loose, they all start off as local bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy too, because me and Will, we're huge fans of Belmont. And like just recently we found out that Belmont and Hot Mulligan played at Steam Press.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played at Steam Press.
Yeah.
Like a super small intimate venue, and it's like they were nobodies at the time. They probably played to maybe 20 people.
Yeah.
And it's like now they're the next big
Now they're
pop
the one-
punk band,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what's so important about supporting your scene and growing a community. And that's which brings me to another thing that I wanted to ask you about, Shawn, that me and you have talked about on multiple occasions, about building a community and not just a place for you to go out and like feel like you're like, I'm going to this show to support my friends, or I'm going to this, but it's a place, it's an outlet for you to be able to express yourself and to have fun and to relate to people.
Yeah.
And so like what is it about you, or what is it that you think helps build a community in this scene?
Man, where to begin? Fuck, I don't know where to begin. I guess I can just draw comparisons to other scenes that you hear about when you delve into like the history of emo and hardcore and basically anything that brought us here today. You think back, they didn't just have a scene, they had a community. Everyone knew each other. Everyone were friends, and it was also mostly, but fuck that. I'll just talk about the culture. So I'll say like, fuck me, I can't think of anything.
No, it's good.
I'm trying to draw like a parallel. I'm just
well, what? How about this? What do you think right now that's holding our scene?
That's
back?
actually where I wanted to start anyway. For years, I've noticed, for years and years, especially ever since the hippie closed down, there's been a big problem with, I think not just Lake Charles, but South Louisiana in general, where there will be shows going on and nobody goes. And everybody wonders, why is that? I think I figured it out a while back, because it's from my own interactions with people that would go to shows. Every single time a show is popping up, you hear, what is the first thing anybody asks? Well, who's playing? Okay. And then you name off who it is. Oh, well, I don't know any of them, so I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Whereas in other scenes, from what I've heard, like and that's a big problem in Lake Charles. Nobody wants to go to a show just to go to a show. It's not a safe place. It's not a haven for them. It's not a place for them to express themselves and feel like they belong. It's just to watch people play music or support their friends. It's not a whole world for them to exist in. And like my girlfriend Danny, shout out baby girl, I love you. She's from Arizona, mostly the ska punk scene out there. She's told me that she's noticed this difference too. She said out there back home in Arizona, it doesn't matter who's playing. They hear that a show is going on and they just say, fuck it, let's go. I want to go to a show. I want to get all of this out. I don't care who's playing, and maybe I'll find a new sick band to love. And you hear that in like the stories of like the East Coast or the Midwest or the Orange County scene in California. They are all like that. And Lake Charles has never been like that, really. It was all about, do I know these people? Well, then I won't go.
Yeah, I think personally, I think you have to cater to your scene, and I think right now, if you look at Lake Charles and what Lake Charles likes to party. Lake Charles is a party town. It
Yeah.
likes a place to go drink, hang out, have fun with friends and whatnot. So I think personally, what would help Lake Charles is the way we market our shows
True. Yeah.
to seem more appealing as not so much just, hey, the Young Estates are playing a show tonight. Like you said, nobody knows these guys, or like, do I know who they are? Why would we go watch these guys? It has to appeal more to what are they going to get out of that show, and not so much just like come to a show. Nah,
Yeah.
come party, come throw down.
You know,
Not even throw down, because there's like this very specific set of words you have to use to appeal to the minds of people in our area.
not just in Lake Charles, but that made me think. It's like in Louisiana, especially South Louisiana, Gerald. Drinking. It's a party. It's laissez le bon temps rouler. It's a party region,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's not. People don't really get in their feels around here. So yeah, like you were right. You have to cater to that lifestyle. To like, hey, come out here and have a good time, and let's party and live it up. I mean, we're sad as shit, but we're just gonna be happy about it, and we're just gonna party.
I think that's the way, like when we play shows in Lake Charles and whatnot, together, we get together and whatnot, I think that's how we would have to start marketing our shows if we want a big turnout.
Yeah.
I mean, Zephyrs is, like,
Let's
we played
have a
our
beer
show at
bash.
Zephyrs. Zephyrs was a good time. I mean,
Oh
it was
yeah,
a good
that
turnout.
Yeah,
shot
dude,
deal
it's
y'all
sick.
did.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think as like collective, as a scene, if we start doing stuff that caters to the area and the surrounding areas, and people look at it and they're like, I don't know what this place is, I don't know who these people are, but that looks like a good time.
Yeah.
That'll
That's how
make a
you
huge
get
difference.
I could probably stop by at this place on my bar crawl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And you know what?
They might not leave.
Yeah.
That might be the
Exactly, and
place
then
to be.
they'll start coming around for the band more often. It's like, hey, it's always a good time when they play, and who knows,
Exactly.
maybe they'll get immersed in the culture we all know, and then it'll blossom from there.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is a good
definitely
point,
encouraging.
because like my parents, they hardly ever since I've just started playing music, they kind of come and go. Like sometimes they'll come to our shows and sometimes they won't. Well, they actually came to the show we played at Zephyrs. Well, my mom and my stepdad did, and they were blown away. They were like, all right, all these bands that are here are really good. And then they brought their friends, so that could continue to grow and grow and grow and grow, because they were already out, hanging out across the street.
Yeah.
And then they came and watched all of us play,
I think another part of it is like marketing your personalities as a band as well. You want to
Yeah,
be
well,
approachable. You want to be like, I want to have fun with these people. It's not like you don't want to come across as musicians just, oh, these are
We're just
people that
people.
we're just people that you can party with, or just have a good time with, and we happen to play instruments.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
And that's what I love so much about Young Estate shows, is that it's not just a bunch of dudes up there playing music trying to get paid. Like, y'all are interactive. Like, y'all engage the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mason cracks me up.
oh yeah,
Mason is a living computer and a meme. at
Yeah, he's
once.
the internet.
Yeah, but his jokes, like he'll crack jokes or whatever. Whenever he said something about this is our slowest. It's called something about it being a slow song, but
The Rush?
The Rush.
Yeah.
This is our slowest song.
Yeah.
And something about being sad, and I was just like, oh my god, I was laughing, I was cracking up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we both have a mic, it's like comedy hour. That's why we hardly ever give me a mic too, because me and Mason will sit there and make jokes the
And
entire
that's why I
set.
never get a mic, because I'm just
It'll be word.
no matter
word
how
babble.
badly I want to backup sing, I'm not getting a mic because I will never shut up.
Yep.
30 minutes is songs, 30 minutes is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be
Dude.
comedy hour with the Smith Bros, featuring Shawn.
That's awesome. That's it though, man. I think I mean, we enjoy having a good time just as anybody else does. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a guilty pleasure. I mean, if I can fit into the scene with us, I can fit into the Lake Charles scene. I can go whichever way.
Yeah.
But I would much rather build our scene in Lake Charles And the thing is, you have to know how that other scene operates to make it more of a cohesive kind of transition.
I think that's really good because he and I think we all of us have talked about this, but he and I talk a lot about how seeing where we started, where people would go to shows all the time because they all loved the bands and they just loved being a part of something, and then seeing it die off, and we're seeing it come back, and it's so beautiful, and I think a big part of it is like out of nowhere there was this this big shift of everybody was trying to branch out and go into different scenes because screw Lake Charles, there's nothing here, and then seemingly out of nowhere he and I especially noticed like everybody's coming back here and trying to rebuild it, and that's amazing.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And like that's one more point I want to make before we close is that like, and as much as, and that's what I love about our community that we're building, is that this is also, as much as it is about the music and party and have a good time in Louisiana, their whole drinking thing, it's a place where you can come and be accepted. Mm-hmm. No matter where you're at or what you're going through, this is a family. This scene is a family. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can come wherever you're at and just be accepted, enjoy music, and talk and make new friends, and basically just have your own support group. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to say about the Young Estates boys, is that they are some of the goodest dudes you'll ever meet, sweethearted, kind, loving
boys.
The goodest of boys, you know what I mean?
Don't poke me.
Do not miss any Young Estates shows. I also want to say, we're talking about it, if y'all remember, y'all do have shows coming up this month, correct?
Yeah, we have one coming up actually next month as far as I know.
July.
Yeah, July. We're playing with, is it the 12th or the 21st?
I think it's the 12th.
Don't remember.
We'll have to look back, but I'm pretty sure it's the 12th.
We're not smart.
It's our Baby Boys and Blind and
some
band from Houston. I think they're called Release the Rain. I'm sorry if I get it wrong.
So, this podcast will be released in July, so it won't be next month. But what is the date and what is the venue?
July 12th at the Center Stage.
Yeah.
Awesome. And y'all will be playing with
Blind and Release the Rain, I believe is the name of the other band.
Yep.
Okay. So definitely, if y'all are hearing this, try to make it out to that show. These guys are going to love on y'all, hang out, talk. Me and Mike will more than likely be there also to hang out.
We'll definitely be there. And I'm still waiting for somebody to come challenge me about my negative comments on Nirvana. So if anybody wants to come try to change my mind, please accept that challenge.
Absolutely.
You almost burned a bridge with me.
That's okay, bro.
I like 4 of their songs. It's okay.
Exactly.
So I'm a huge Nirvana fan. Check it out, bro.
Another incentive to go to that show is if Trey goes, he will go up and trash my kid if you want to see some punk rock stuff go down.
Absolutely. And
there's a good chance Austin's going to throw a guitar at it, and it's going to hurt
or I'll throw it somewhere.
So bad.
He's going to nearly knock me out again.
If Austin does not pwn me in the head with this guitar this show, I'll never go to another Young Estates show. So y'all can expect that.
Oh, get violent.
That's it. So we're talking about it, and so y'all said y'all are going to be releasing Pathetic pretty soon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this?
We're not good at planning.
How about y'all just go ahead and let us release it today?
Yeah, dude. Let's drop this mofo. You know?
Yeah, we can't plan for shit. You might as well do it for us.
Yeah, dude. Let's put it out there.
Well, we can make that happen for you guys.
Woo! Yeah.
Well, we want to close out here, and we really want to thank you guys for coming out. Y'all definitely gave us a lot of insight, as well as man, it was good just hearing about y'all's story, man. It goes a lot deeper than what I knew, what I expected. We're very, very new to the scene, and to hear, y'all have been through the ups and downs of it, and now y'all are kind of seeing a resurgence in it. It's really nice to hear, knowing, that there is a resurgence coming back, and for all of us to be a part of it. That's pretty cool. In closing, Trey wants to say something stupid, probably, because Trey always says stupid things. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to Trey.